Good morning. Welcome to UUMAN, the Unitarian Universalist Metro Atlanta North congregation in Roswell, Georgia. My name is Jennifer Ratcliffe, and I am honored and delighted to be your worship associate this morning, along with the Reverend Dave Dunn, our minister, Alex Pietsch, our music director, and the UUMAN choir, and the entire worship team. I welcome you today. UUMAN is part of the Unitarian Universalist Association of Churches. We are a liberal religious organization, and we believe, among other things, in the worth and dignity of all humans, in the interconnectedness of life, in the democratic process within our congregations and in society at large, and in the personal seeking and discovery of truths. After my welcome, there will be one announcement, and after that, I invite you to settle down, quiet your mind, and prepare for Sunday service among friends. We're glad you're here today with us.
Good morning. Today's call to worship is by the Reverend Leslie Takahashi. To worship means to consider that which has worth. Today we consider with gratitude the many gifts of Unitarian Universalism and of this community. Let us welcome all the gifts with gratitude, for they have been paid for with many currencies. The blood of the martyrs who died so that we can be free in our religion. The sweat of those who persisted in justice's name against hostility and adversity. The tears of those who struggled to build better lives for those in this life. The questions of our children as they understand the world anew and offer their understanding to us as a fresh lens. The laughter and joy of those giddy with the embrace of community. The dollars and cents of those who gave what they could and then stretched a little more. So today we consider with gratitude and humility what UUMAN means to us, and what it means to pay forward what has been paid forward for us. And now, with this, let us enter into worship with gladness in our hearts.
We light a chalice of faith. We light a chalice of hope. We light a chalice of love. For it is only love that offers hope for building a world of justice, equity, and compassion.
During the winter of life, this community provides a warm and safe space for any of us to reveal what trials and tribulations weigh heavy in our hearts, as well as the happiness and delights of recent events. Here are some of those sentiments submitted earlier this week. Elizabeth Rohan and Stephen Shanahan are celebrating that Rafaela turns 17 today. Happy birthday, girl. Former member Beth Olson keeps up with news and with some of our friends. Daughter Meredith Olson, 20 years old now, appears to have COVID after a recent exposure. Test results are pending, but she has a history of autoimmune disorder, so they're quite concerned. They dearly appreciate any prayers, healing thoughts, good vibes, and wishes of health and luck. An update from Beth reports that Meredith is negative for COVID. And Beth appreciates being able to put her fear and supplication out into the universe through emailing, as she was feeling very afraid. Thank you, she says. This from Paula Watson. The UUA offers a Church of the Larger Fellowship for UUs who cannot attend a local UU church. As part of the CLF, the prison ministry pairs congregation members with inmates and encourages monthly writing. Paula Watson's inmate pen pal of over 10 years, Chris Benson, is a free man this week. Both Paula and Rick are grateful for the CLF's prison ministry that put them together with Chris and are so excited for him as he begins his new life. Diantha Horton is mourning the loss of Bill's brother-in-law, Peter Borst, who died February 16th in New York City, and is rejoicing in the birth of her 6th great-grandchild, a son, to her granddaughter, Libby Foote, born in Albany, New York on February 18. Olivia and Miriam Patanian saw Reverend Dave while in their car in the UUMAN parking lot this week. What a delight to see part of our UUMAN family in real life. My personal joy that former members were so eager to participate in today's service. And finally, please hold space for all those joys and sorrows that are still too tender to be spoken aloud. May we hold each other in our care during the coming week.
everybody. I'm Ashok Nagrani, the longest continuous serving member at UUMAN. I joined in March of 1991 after the congregation had just started, and that was probably the best decision I ever made. Actually, the decision was forced on me because my then 10-year-old twins came to me one day and said, "Dad, everybody else goes to church on Sunday. How come we don't?" And so I started to explain to him that, I'm an agnostic. I don't believe in any organized religion, none of which meant anything. And so I mentioned this at work, and my sales manager picked up on that, and he had heard me talk about me going to the UUCA in my early days. And so he researched and found out that a congregation had just opened in Roswell. So he called the congregation number and spoke to Reverend Bellamy, who was then the minister up here. And he came and told me, "Reverend Bellamy is expecting you on Sunday. The services start at 10:30 and they are held at Primrose Cottage." So of course I had to go. And I'm so glad I did, because that was really the start of a wonderful association with a wonderful bunch of people. I was at a camp with a bunch of other humanites at Lake Lanier one day, and in the evening we were sitting around the tables eating, and this person sitting next to me said, "You look a little worried. What's the problem?" And I said, "Well, my son is in a lot of trouble with the Roswell police." And she said, "What did he do?" I said, "He had a bunch of marijuana on him and they caught him." And she said, "And that's got you worried?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "That's nothing. When I was 16 years old, I stole my mom's car, drove to California with my boyfriend, and I was apprehended by the Los Angeles police, who then sent me back to Georgia." I said, "Yeah, that's a lot more serious than what my son has been doing." But Mary and I became very good friends. She was a runner also, and so we started running together, and we ran 16 Peachtree races together. At the end of each race, Mary's husband, Richard Ross, used to take a picture of us. And so we had a collage from year to year at the end of our races, what we looked like. And really, in those days, we were much younger, so there was not that much of a difference. I'm afraid for the last 16 years, if we had been doing the same thing now, there would be a telling difference. The most significant thing that happened to me at UUMAN was when I started attending Pat Shea's Spiritual Explorations, which I used to call Spirited Exploitations. But Pat Shea used to hold those classes Friday night, and that's where I made the deepest connections with a whole bunch of people. Among the things that Pat did was he invited this minister from the American Catholic Church, Father Chris Gressoff. And he came and gave us a lecture on contemplative prayer and intentional meditation. And I started practicing that, and it was an eye-opener. Had the most profound effect on me. And for 25 minutes each morning, for like about 25 or 30 years, I have been doing that. Then the other thing that really worked out I would say, that greatly affected me was all the friends that I made. And I can mention a whole slew of names, but the names that jump out are Mary Ross, of course, Sean Grover, Nat Parker, Lisa Macy, Kelly Callan, and then our ministers Greg Ward, who became a good friend. He and I used to go play tennis together. And of course, Dave Dunn. And it's these connections that have meant a lot to me, and that's what I think I've taken from UUMAN, which has given me the most joy and pleasure.
Teach me to love, to care for myself through your own positive example. I'll learn from all your actions and grow to have good self-care. Notice me often, taking joy in my very existence. I'll grow up knowing I'm special and help others to feel the same.
Listen to me with empathy, have an open and loving heart. I'll know I'm seen and heard and grow to be a good listener. Laugh and have fun with me often, be affectionate every day. I'll play and enjoy my life and bring more joy to others.
Allow room for me to grow, to make mistakes, and have opinions. I'll learn to be independent and trust my own judgment. Stay interested in learning and following your dreams. I'll pick up your enthusiasm and be inspired to do the same.
Be honest and authentic, and live your highest values. I'll learn from your experiences and grow to have integrity. Teach me to be of service and to honor the differences in others. I'll learn generosity of spirit, embrace all walks of life.
Focus on what's going right and have faith during troubled times. All in the skill of optimism with gratitude for each new day. Love me without condition throughout my ups and downs. I'll know that I am cherished and bring more love to the world.
Even now, the day breaks for us all. Even now, the day breaks for us all. Let us gather in thanks, giving praise for the good. Embracing our grief, daring to love, Even now, the day breaks for us all. Even now. Moving and laughing and sighing and singing, moving and laughing and sighing and singing and moving, laughing, sighing, singing, moving and laughing and sighing and singing, moving and laughing and sighing and singing and moving and laughing and sighing and singing, moving and laughing and sighing and singing, moving and laughing and sighing and singing. Moving and laughing and sighing and singing and moving and laughing and sighing and singing, moving and laughing and sighing and singing, moving and laughing and sighing and singing, moving and laughing and sighing and singing and holding the silence. Even now, the day breaks for us all. And now the day breaks.
Once upon a time, there was a global pandemic, the likes of which had not been seen in over 100 years. There was great suffering all over the world, all over every country, and of course, in Atlanta. Atlanta is the scene of our show today, and where our star, the Unitarian Universalist Metro Atlanta North Congregation, or affectionately called UUMAN, is located. UUMAN, like many nonprofits, churches, businesses, and individuals, were suffering greatly during the time of the pandemic. Those of us in heaven who make these decisions have decided to send a little help to UUMAN in the form of Ayana. Now, Ayana has been trying to earn her wings for actually years. Well, maybe not years, but for some many months. And we think this is the perfect task for her to take on, although it will not be easy. Ayana, are you there?
Hi, Melinda. How are you?
I'm good, Ayana. We have got a very challenging task for you, but one that I think that you can handle, and one that will finally earn you those beloved wings. So what I would like to do now is to introduce you to the minister of UUMAN that presently is trying to get funding from evil Potter. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Mr. Potter, I'm Dave Dunn, the minister of the Unitarian Universalist Metro Atlanta North Congregation, a place we affectionately call UUMAN.
Ministers, I don't find much use for them. And UUMAN? That's a silly name for a congregation.
Well, please, Mr. Potter, this global pandemic has greatly affected our finances.
You're coming to me for money? Why, you're no different than that old building and loan down the street. Run by old, what's his name?
George Bailey? No. This is completely different, But this pandemic has greatly affected our ability to raise money for the congregation, to run the congregation. Because we've been closed for an entire year, we've lost between $15,000 and $20,000 of rental and coffee house income. And our biggest renter, who supplies more than $30,000, more than a tenth of our budget, well, we never can know what they're going to do.
You're coming to me for money? What kind of collateral can you offer? Do you own your building?
Well, no, we're carrying a mortgage.
What about any insurance? Do you carry that?
Well, yeah, we have over $1 million of insurance.
There, you see, over $1 million in insurance. Seems to me your little UUMAN congregation is worth more dead than alive.
But please, Mr. Potter.
No buts about it. Get out of here. Goodbye, Reverend.
But wait. Goodness, UUMAN, worth more dead than alive? I wish I'd never gone into the ministry. I wish I never would have gotten all mixed up in this UUMAN business. Maybe it would have been better if UUMAN never existed.
Now that's a good idea.
Who are you?
I'm your guardian angel, otherwise known as your membership coordinator.
Guardian angel? And what's a good idea?
You can call me Ayana. It might be a good idea for me to grant your wish that UUMAN never existed. There, UUMAN never existed. There is no UUMAN. There was never a congregation called UUMAN.
What do you mean by that?
You'll see.
Mike, Donna, it's so good to see you.
Who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
Wait, Mike, Donna, don't you know me? It's me, Dave, the minister at UUMAN.
I don't know you or any minister named Dave. And how do you know my name?
And UUMAN, what is that? That's a ridiculous name for a church.
Wait, Mike, Donna, I was the officiant at your marriage ceremony just a few years ago. Don't you remember?
Marriage ceremony? Mike? I don't know any Mike.
I think I would remember if I got married. I don't know her.
Wait, what? Wait, you met several years ago at UUMAN during UU 101.
You want to what?
You keep talking about this UUMAN.
Never mind.
Hey, Donna, maybe we could grab some dinner sometime.
I don't think so.
Ayana, what's going on? I mean, did I eat some bad tofu or something? I mean, I don't understand.
You got your wish. UUMAN never existed. And because UUMAN never existed, Mike and Donna never met at UU 101 and never got married.
Oh, Elizabeth and Presley, it is so good to see you again. I just had a very, very strange experience. Can we please start planning this year's talent show?
Talent show?
Who are you?
Not you too. It's me, Dave. I'm the minister at UUMAN, where we have the annual talent show.
UUMAN? That's a funny name for a congregation.
Elizabeth, you plan our opening number for the talent show each and every year, you know? This is the greatest show. We did that last year, and you practically decapitated me with a hula hoop.
Well, that does sound kind of funny, but I don't know who you are, and I don't know what you're talking about. I love This Is the Greatest Show, and I do a little dance with my daughter, Rafaela, to that song, but I don't know about a talent show, and I don't know about UUMAN. If you don't stop this crazy talk, I'm going to call the police.
Wait, no, wait, Presley, don't you remember during the talent show together, we spread peanut butter under our armpits with our bare hands, and then we made sandwiches from that very peanut butter. Don't you remember that? And then actually after that, you burped the entire alphabet. Don't you remember?
Do that and peanut butter under our armpits? Ew, that does sound crazy. We should call the police.
Please.
No.
Please. This man's crazy.
No.
I don't even know those people.
No.
Like,
I don't understand it. Ayana. I mean, did I drink some bad coffee during Coffee and Conversation?
There was no UUMAN. There was no fun to be had at a talent show. There was no peanut butter. There was no burping. There was no opening extravaganza. There was no Coffee and Conversation.
Oh, so many members said they felt great joy and a sense of community at the talent show. I mean, Elizabeth said so herself.
It never happened.
Miriam, Randy, oh, it is so good to see some familiar faces. So good to see you. Please tell me that you're planning on teaching OWL this year.
OWL? Teach an owl to do what? And I'm sorry, who are you?
It's me, Dave, the minister at UUMAN, where you teach OWL, the Our Whole Lives Progressive Sexuality Education Curriculum.
UUMAN? Is that a church? That's a silly name for a church.
Our Whole Lives. Huh. A progressive sexuality education. That sounds valuable. I mean, I suppose more valuable than an unrealistic abstinence-based curriculum. Tell me more.
Tell you more. You teach it. You too are the experts. You are the ones. It's a healthy, holistic, empowering sexuality education, something invaluable in our society today. It could arguably be the most valuable education we provide as Unitarian Universalists.
Unitarian Universalists?
Oh my God. Ayana, help me here. Help me.
Who's Ayana?
Ayana? What's a Ayana? Is that a place too?
Ayana is Human's guardian angel, and she is doing a really good job of showing me what a world without Human would look like.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait.
So time to go. It's time to go. It's time to
I
go.
can call for you? Remind you to take a pill or something?
You know me.
Sure. Okay.
This is a nightmare.
Reverend Dave, I've given Human a great gift. I've shown you what the world and your lives would be like had Human never existed.
Oh, surely Human has been here for our family promise guests. We've had homeless families stay here at Human. We've had care circles providing food and support for our members who've been sick. We've done Crabapple Rd cleanup regularly.
It never happened because Human never happened.
What about our trip to the Legacy Museum and the National Memorial for Peace and Justice, and our work with the Fulton County Remembrance Coalition, and our work with North Fulton Community Charities?
Dave, it never happened because Human never happened.
Guardian angel, huh? I don't like you much. In fact, I wish that you never happened.
Sorry, but I can't help you there.
Well, can at least you go away then? Gosh. All the good that this congregation has done for its members, families, children, and the community over the years, gone, wasted. Mission, vision, love, connection, wonder and awe, courage and justice. We just can't let it slip away. It didn't happen? No. It did happen. All of it. It was never perfect. No, it wasn't. But we always did our best to serve our mission and vision. We were always there to support North Fulton Community Charities and Family Promise. We'd show up on Saturday mornings to clean up Crabapple Rd. Our care circles have been there for our members time and time again. Through our MCY and OWL programs, we've guided hundreds upon hundreds of children, helping them to be free and responsible stewards of our community and the world. Our Earth Ministry team is working hard to educate us and figure out ways for us to live more sustainably on the planet. Our Adult Enrichment team has been offering an abundance of free courses and classes to give each member an opportunity to learn and grow. And our membership team has always been inviting to new people. We have a vibrant group of young adults that have grown organically here at UUMAN. Yes, although this pandemic has been difficult, UUMAN is still alive and well.
Oh, hey guys, it's so good to see you.
It's so great to see you guys.
Yeah, good luck in your tennis match and everything like that.
Yeah.
Hey, has anyone here ever heard of UUMAN?
What a silly question. We're all members here at UUMAN.
Yes, I have some over-the-top plans for the talent show this year. Can we use fireworks in the sanctuary?
We'll be teaching OWL this year.
And we think the minister should be trained too.
Donna and I plan on living happily ever after.
Yes, here at UUMAN.
Well, Ayana, you really had your work cut out for you, didn't you?
Oh, it was a piece of cake. They're a great congregation. They're doing great work. They just needed a little push, just a little encouragement.
Well, you have finally earned those wings. Congratulations.
And now these words by Heather Christensen. Unitarian Universalism is a grand vision of a world filled with peace and justice, love and joy. That vision is embodied in a few large congregations, numerous mid-sized congregations, and many, many small congregations. No matter its size, every congregation depends on each of its members. Each one of you, by your commitment of time, energy, and resources, helps make the grand vision real. Individually and together, we are Unitarian Universalists, building a world filled with peace and justice, love and joy. The offering will now be received using the Givelify app. Thank you so much for today's contributions. We are grateful.
First of all, I want to thank everyone who participated in this morning's, I don't know, what do you call that? Zaniness, circus. And I also want to thank our worship editor, John Pruitt, who had to splice all these videos together into something remotely coherent. Thank you, John. Well, this morning, I hope that we've given you a frightening look at what a world without UUMAN would look like. A world without UUMAN would not have us striving for justice, transforming the world through our ministries with North Fulton Community Charities, Family Promise, the IRC Thanksgiving Dinner, Earth Ministry, the Fulton County Remembrance Coalition, just to name a few. A world without UUMAN would not have us nurturing our spirit through Sunday morning worship, the Chalice Choir, the UUMAN Band, coffee and conversation, children's programming, owl programming, adult education programming. A world without UUMAN would not afford us the community and fellowship that we create through events like the UUMAN Talent Show, the Chili Cook-Off, the Holiday Cookie Swap, the Winter Solstice Celebration, Coffee House, the innumerable Harvest Moon festivities and gatherings. Again, this is just to name a few. UUMAN has been challenged in this year of a global pandemic, and it continues to be challenging. And although we are never perfect, and our ministries could always use more volunteers and more organization and planning, I believe that the ministries of UUMAN are flourishing as never before, despite the pandemic. To continue flourishing in this challenging time, I will encourage you all to think carefully about your financial pledge to UUMAN during the upcoming stewardship campaign. Please familiarize yourselves with the financial issues that we face. Come to know that some of these financial issues are actually matters of justice, especially when it pertains to our UUMAN staff. Finally, I thank you all for all your gifts of time, talent, and treasure. Being your minister has been and continues to be a blessing to my life.
We extinguish this flame,
but not the light of truth,
the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we meet again.
Hi, I'm Presley, and I'm going to burp the alphabet. It might not sound like my normal voice, though.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
May peace be with you and have a good week.
So I can talk now? Once upon a time, there was a global pandemic.
Cut. Sorry.
We are at Metro. Okay, I got to start over.
Okay, cut.
Okay, how bad was that?
So this will be take
4, 5, 4.
Let's go with 5.
Oh, Elizabeth Presley, it is so good to see you again. I had a very strange experience. Can we start planning the talent show this year?
Oh, sorry.
Cut.
Presley first. Sorry.
UUMAN, that's a silly name for a comic book. Can we redo that?
And cut.